3 years after her husband disappeared without a trace, Emma finally accepted that he was gone. No goodbye, no explanation, no body, just silence. But one rainy Thursday night, her phone rang, and the voice on the other end changed everything. Because it sounded exactly like him. And what he said next made her blood run cold. Emma stared at the screen. Unknown number. She almost ignored it. Almost. But something inside her told her to answer. The line crackled. Static filled the silence. Then a familiar voice whispered one sentence. Emma, don't let them find the key. Her heart stopped, because only one person had ever called her by that nickname. 3 years earlier, her husband Daniel vanished during a business trip. Police searched for months. Investigators found nothing. No witnesses, no evidence, no reason. People eventually moved on, but Emma never truly did. How could she? The love of her life had simply evaporated. Yet now, his voice had returned from nowhere. Emma replayed the call recording again and again. Every pause, every breath, every syllable. It was Daniel. She would have recognized that voice in a crowded stadium. But how is that possible? Dead men don't make phone calls. Or do they? And that's when she noticed something terrifying. Hidden beneath the static was another sound. A rhythmic metallic noise. Clang. Pause. Clang. Almost like machinery. Before we go further, if you're enjoying mysteries that keep you guessing until the final second, hit like, subscribe, and share this story with someone who loves suspense. Because Emma was about to uncover something unimaginable. She sent the recording to an audio expert. 24 hours later, he called back. His voice sounded uneasy. The recording hasn't been altered. Emma felt a chill. No edits? None. So you're saying? Yes, he interrupted. That voice was recorded live. The implications were impossible, yet the nightmare was only beginning. 2 nights later, another call arrived. Same unknown number, same static. This time, Daniel sounded desperate. You have 3 days. Then the line went dead. 3 days for what? Was somebody playing a cruel joke? Or was Daniel desperately trying to warn her? She needed answers fast. Emma dug through old boxes in her attic. Photographs, letters, documents, anything connected to Daniel. Hours passed. Nothing. Then she discovered a notebook she had never seen before. Hidden inside was a hand-drawn symbol. A circle. Inside it, 3 arrows and one mysterious word. Harbor. That single clue opened a door she never knew existed. The next morning, she drove to Harbor Street. An abandoned industrial district sat near the waterfront. Most buildings were empty, windows shattered, paint peeling. The place felt forgotten. Yet something seemed strangely familiar. Then she saw the symbol, spray-painted on a warehouse wall. Her pulse quickened instantly. Inside the warehouse, dust covered everything. Except one path. Fresh footprints crossed the floor. Someone had been there recently. Emma followed them. The trail led downstairs, into darkness. Who could she really trust? And why did it feel like somebody was watching her? Then she heard footsteps behind her. Emma spun around. Nobody. Only silence. But on the ground sat a small envelope. It hadn't been there seconds earlier. Inside was a photograph. A recent photograph of Daniel. alive, standing beside two strangers. The image had been taken only weeks ago. Suddenly, everything she believed collapsed. She rushed home and enlarged the picture. One stranger wore a security badge. The company logo looked familiar, too familiar. After searching online, Emma froze. The badge belonged to Daniel's former employer, the same company that claimed they knew nothing about his disappearance. Had they been lying all along? The answer shocked her. Emma contacted an old detective who would work the case. At first, he refused to help. Then she showed him the photo. His face turned pale. Without saying a word, he locked his office door. "There's something I never told you." And what came next changed the entire story. Years ago, investigators discovered evidence linking Daniel to a secret corporate project. The project vanished from official records. Witnesses disappeared. Files were erased. People stopped talking. The detective believed powerful individuals had buried the truth, but he lacked proof. Until now. Yet an even darker secret remained hidden. That night, Emma returned home. Her front door was open. She knew she had locked it. Every light inside was off. Silence filled the house. Then, she noticed a note sitting on the kitchen table. 3 words. "Stop looking now." Someone had been inside, and they wanted her scared. Instead of stopping, Emma pushed harder. She traced the phone number. The result led nowhere, but a GPS glitch attached to the call revealed something unexpected. The signal originated hundreds of miles away, near an isolated mountain facility. Officially, the location didn't exist. Unofficially, it hid something enormous. Emma drove through the night. The road narrowed. Trees surrounded her. Eventually, she reached a chain-link fence. Warning signs covered every entrance. No trespassing. Restricted access. Yet beyond the fence stood dozens of buildings. Who was operating this place? And why had Daniel's voice led her here? Then, she saw him. A man crossed between two structures. For a split second, moonlight illuminated his face. Emma couldn't breathe. It was Daniel. Older, thinner, but unmistakably Daniel. She jumped from the car. By the time she reached the fence, he was gone, like a ghost, disappearing into darkness. But the biggest revelation was still ahead. Determined to get inside, Emma followed a maintenance tunnel. The passage stretched beneath the facility. At the end sat a control room. Computer screens flickered. Documents covered every surface. She scanned one file, then another, and another. Each revealed the same horrifying truth. Daniel had never been kidnapped, he had never been murdered, and he had never vanished by accident. According to the files, he volunteered. Volunteered for an experimental intelligence program, a program designed to create perfect identities, perfect disguises, perfect disappearances. But why would he leave her behind? The answer broke her heart. Among the documents sat a recorded video, time-stamped 3 years earlier. Emma pressed play. Daniel appeared on screen. His eyes looked exhausted. "Emma, if you're watching this, I'm sorry." Tears filled her eyes immediately. But his explanation raised even more questions. Daniel revealed he had uncovered corruption involving powerful executives, millions of dollars, illegal operations, dangerous secrets. People were dying to keep those secrets hidden. If he exposed them openly, both he and Emma would become targets. So he disappeared. At least, that was the official story. Yet one detail didn't add up. The dates in the files were wrong. Several records had been altered. Entire months were missing. Someone had edited history. Emma searched deeper. Then she found a locked folder. Access denied. Whoever controlled this facility clearly feared what was inside, and for good reason. After bypassing the security lock, the folder opened. Emma stared in disbelief. Every file referenced the same subject, not Daniel, her. Photographs, schedules, conversations, years of surveillance. She wasn't investigating the mystery. She was the mystery, and the truth was devastating. One final recording appeared. Daniel's face filled the screen again. This time, he looked terrified. "Emma, if you've reached this file, they're already watching." His voice trembled. "You were never supposed to remember." Remember what? Then the screen displayed a classified document. Emma's name was at the top, and suddenly, her entire life became a lie. The document claimed Emma had participated in the same program years earlier. Her memories had been altered, entire chapters of her life erased, friends, events, even parts of her marriage. Nothing was exactly as she remembered. Was this reality or another manipulation? She needed one final answer. A door opened behind her. Slowly, carefully, Emma turned around. A shadow stepped into the room. Not a guard, not a stranger. Daniel, in person, alive, silent, staring directly at her. Then he spoke 6 words she never expected to hear. "Emma, you're not who you think." The room fell silent. Questions exploded through her mind. What memories were real? Who had rewritten her past? And what secret was so dangerous that entire lives had been rebuilt around hiding it? The answers exist, but uncovering them may reveal something even darker. And that's a story for another night.